What would you do if you were judged unfairly, humiliated for your appearance, and written off as unworthy? Now imagine returning the next day, not to seek revenge, but to claim ownership of the very place that dismissed you. This is Maya Thompson's story, a story that will challenge everything you think you know about respect and assumptions. It was a sunny Monday morning in Savannah, Georgia. Maya Thompson parked her compact hybrid car and adjusted her vintage straw hat. Her tailored navy blazer and polished shoes gave her a sophisticated look, though her leather handbag showed years of wear. For months, she had been eyeing a luxury SUV at an upscale dealership. It wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of her journey, her triumphs, and decades of perseverance. Today was the day she had been waiting for. She stepped into the dealership, the morning sun reflecting off its towering glass facade. Inside, the air conditioning provided a cool respite, but the atmosphere felt anything but welcoming. Conversations among staff halted, and curious, judgmental eyes swept over her. Maya stood tall, her salt and pepper curls framing a calm and confident face. She made her way to the center of the showroom, where a pearl-white Lexus RX 500 hours stood gleaming under bright lights. It was everything she had imagined: sleek, powerful, and elegant. Before she could inspect it closely, a salesman approached. His name tag read Todd, and his slicked back hair and overly tight suit exuded arrogance. "Good morning, ma'am," he said, forcing a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "How can I assist you today?" "Good morning," Maya replied with a warm smile. "I'd like to take a closer look at the 2024 Lexus RX 500 hours." Todd hesitated, his polite fod faltering. "The RX?" he repeated, as if questioning her choice. "Are you sure you're looking for something in that price range?" His tone dripped with condescension. Maya maintained her composure. "I'm sure," she said firmly. Before Todd could respond, another salesman, Chris, wandered over. He leaned toward Todd and whispered something. Both men chuckled, oblivious to the fact that Maya could see them. Undeterred, she continued inspecting the SUV. "What's the price for this model?" Maya asked. "This one starts at $75,000, Todd replied, speaking slowly as if explaining the number to someone unfamiliar with such wealth. "But we also have excellent pre-owned models that are more approachable," he added, smirking. Chris snickered, and a voice from across the room joked, "Maybe she's just here for a test drive. Gotta live the dream somehow." The quiet laughter that followed wasn't loud, but it cut deep. Maya felt it, but she didn't let it show. She smiled politely, thanked Todd, and left the dealership. Once outside, she paused by her car, taking a moment to gather her thoughts. Her heart wasn't pounding with anger, but with determination. Maya Thompson wasn't just a potential customer. She was a woman who had faced and overcome far greater challenges. Born in a small town near Charleston, South Carolina, Maya grew up during a time when opportunities for Black women were scarce. Her parents, both school teachers, instilled in her a relentless work ethic and unshakable pride. Maya climbed the corporate ladder in finance, often being the only woman of color in the room. She didn't just manage money, she mastered it, building a fortune through smart investments and meticulous planning. By the time she retired, she had not only secured her financial future, but also dedicated her time to mentoring young women of color, helping them break through barriers she had faced herself. The SUV wasn't just a car. It was a milestone, a reward for years of discipline and sacrifice. But her experience at the dealership was a stark reminder of how deeply ingrained prejudice could be. That evening, Maya sat at her dining table, sipping green tea as she reviewed her financial records. Among her portfolio listings was the dealership she had visited earlier. Initially dismissed as uninteresting, it now seemed almost poetic. With quiet resolve, She picked up the phone and called her financial advisor. The next morning, the dealership bustled with its usual activity. Salespeople gathered near the coffee station, sharing stories. Todd was in the middle of recounting his encounter with Maya. "Did you see her? She probably doesn't even make that much in a year," he said. Laughing, Chris grinned. "You're nicer than me. I'd have sent her straight to the used car lot down the street." Their laughter echoed through the showroom, oblivious to the fact that the subject of their jokes had returned not as a customer, but as their new boss. By noon, Maya sat in the dealership's conference room, signing the final paperwork. She now owned the dealership. That afternoon, she walked back into the showroom. This time, her stride was purposeful, her presence commanding. She didn't linger by the cars. Instead, she headed straight to the manager's office and asked him to gather the staff. Within minutes, the employees were assembled. Todd and Chris stood at the back, their earlier bravado replaced with confusion and curiosity. "Good afternoon," Maya began, her voice steady. "My name is Maya Thompson, and as of this morning, I am the new owner of this dealership." The room fell silent. Todd's face turned pale. Chris shifted uncomfortably. Maya continued, "Yesterday, I came in as a potential customer and was treated without respect. That changes today. From now on, every customer will be treated with dignity, regardless of their appearance." Over the next weeks, Maya introduced transformative changes. She implemented customer service training, diversity workshops, and community outreach initiatives. While some employees resisted and left, others, including Todd, adapted and grew. Under Maya's mentorship, Todd became one of the top performers, earning a reputation for his genuine rapport with customers. One day, Maya observed Todd assisting a young woman in worn sneakers and a hoodie. "Welcome. How can I help you today?" he said warmly. Maya smiled from her office. The dealership wasn't just a business anymore, it was a place of transformation, where respect and integrity were non-negotiable. For Maya, the true triumph wasn't just owning the dealership or its financial success. It was proving that respect, kindness, and professionalism could reshape lives, not just hers, but everyone's. If Maya's story inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Unfolded Chapters and press the bell icon so you don't miss more powerful stories like this.